What's going on, everyone? It's Marco Hanna, and last week we unboxed the brand new second generation Moto E, which carries over the price tag but brings higher performance and an improved design and lots of software updates. So we wanted to show off all the new improvements of this brand new Moto E, so what's better than doing a Moto E first gen versus second gen to find out all the new changes. First up is the size and design of these two very affordable smartphones. Last year, the Moto E came equipped with a 4.3-inch display inside a rather boring-looking shell. It resembled the Moto G greatly in design and shape, but obviously there were some small differences. For one, the display was only rated at 960 by 540, the camera lacked a flash, and the weird 4:3-inch ratio display was sort of an oddball in the world of smartphones last year. However, we did see front-facing speakers in the first generation Moto E, which were definitely a very nice touch, but other than that, the design was pretty plain but completely in line for a very affordable device. Now, looking at the second generation Moto E, we can see things have changed rather drastically. The display has been bumped up to 4.5 inches, the same display size as the last generation Moto G. The front-facing speakers have been sacrificed for a single front-facing speaker, and the removable back is no longer removable. The camera still lacks a flash, and the display, even though it's a little larger, has the same resolution of 960 by 540. The phone's material seems to be a little bit more high quality, but that's mainly due to the ridges running along the sides of the phone, which provide a very comfortable and secure grip. But lining these two up, you can definitely see the similar design languages. Next, we have to dive into the hardware and the internals. Inside the first generation Moto E, we had a 1.2 GHz dual-core Snapdragon 200 processor next to 1 GB of RAM and the Adreno 302 single-core GPU. Definitely not the most powerful thing, but it was definitely adequate enough to run a basically stock form of Android KitKat. Camera-wise, we had a 5-megapixel rear-facing camera and no front-facing camera at all. And lastly, the battery was rated at 1,980 mAh, good enough for about a day of usage. And one last thing to mention with the first generation Moto E was its lack of LTE. It was a 3G smartphone only, so you couldn't take advantage of any GSM LTE network here in the States. On the second generation Moto E, things have improved by a good amount. First off, the processor is now a 1.2 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 410 processor with the same 1 GB of RAM. It's also sitting next to a brand new Adreno 306 GPU. The hardware runs Android Lollipop again with a slight customization from Motorola very smoothly. Camera-wise, it remains a 5-megapixel camera, but they have added a VGA quality front-facing camera, and again, there is no LED flash. The battery size has been increased all the way up to 2,390 mAh, which has already proved to last a very long time. And probably the biggest update to the brand new Moto E second generation this year is the addition of the LTE radio. The last upgrade will be found in the software. The first generation E came with Android KitKat. It was basically a stock form of Android, and it didn't have any of the Moto Actions or Moto Voice features that were found on more expensive phones like the Moto G and Moto X. The second generation E now runs Android 5.0.2 Lollipop, the latest version of Android. It also does feature a few of the Moto features, including Moto Actions, Moto Assist, and Moto Display. These are definitely some great features to have on phones like these, but those are the new features and changes found on the brand new second generation Moto E. We will definitely bring you a lot more content regarding the Moto E, including the full review and a couple more head-to-heads in future videos, so make sure to leave your comments below what you would like to see or get answered in future videos. And as always, my name is Marco Hanna, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.